Hello all, welcome to this session of Open Mentor on software testing. The last session we saw master test plan, which is also known as MTP. Okay, in this session we are going to see something called DTP, which is known as detailed test plan. This detailed test plan is done by testers and leads. The MTP is done by the test manager or the test lead. This DTP is all done by junior testers, senior testers, and if there are leads, multiple leads, they all participate in DTP. What is this? The simple answer to that is, what are you going to test? Document this. This is going to be the DTP. If you remember our earlier classes, we talked about what will you test. What will you test in ATM machine or remote control or mobile phone, right? We started answering one after the other, right? What will you test in a mobile phone? Send SMS, receive SMS, delete SMS, add a contact, right? Same way, if you take a software and then ask this question, what will you test? What are you going to test? The answer to that, you will get one-liner answers, right? Document all those answers. The collection of all such answers is DTP. So how will I document that? Before going to that, you need to remember you have to test in 5 different angles: configuration, security, functionality, performance, and environment, of which maximum portion will be occupied by functionality. And another technique towards writing DTP, that is called CRUD technique. CRUD meaning C for create, R for read, U for update, D for delete. CRUD is a simple method to do any kind of testing in software. What is create, read, update, delete? Let us take instant messenger as an example. Anything you see, add, new, create, they all fall under this category C. Anything you see view, right, search, read, or open, you see under the category read, because you are viewing, you are seeing, right? The reason I am choosing these words, most of the places you will see this kind of menus: add menu, or new menu, or create menu, open menu, right? View menu, search menu, they all fall under category R. Edit, modify, right? Change, right? They all come under update. Remove, trash, right? Delete, right? They all fall under delete category. Remember these 4 operations. Any application, if you see, you will be able to figure out this create, read, update, delete operations. Let us take a simple example of an instant messenger, right? I'm opening up a new sheet, right? I'm going to have 2 columns. We call this as test conditions, okay? TCID, ID meaning this means TC means test condition, right? The meaning of TC is test condition. What will you test? The answer to that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are all test conditions. Some company will call this as test scenarios also, right? Typically TC, this means test condition. Some company call it as test scenario also, right? A scenario meaning this can happen in real life to some user. Some user can do this in real life. Again, it's the same name, but different companies use a different nomenclature. Both are part of test plan, which is detailed test plan. Now, this is TC description. Okay, I'm having two columns here. Okay, and I'm going to write a series of test conditions. Okay, now let us take instant messenger. I will give the ID a little bit later. Test description. Let us take this principle of CRUD, right? I'm taking purely functionality. Security and installation we will take later, right? Now I'm saying create new contact, right? Or say add a new contact. This is a test condition, so you'll be dealing with that, right? And then edit contact details. This is another thing that you have to test. Delete a contact, right? This is also possible. Now I'm saying send a text chat, right? Send a file to contact. Send an image to contact, right? I start listing out one after the other. How will I do this? Think. The only mechanism as of today is think. Use your brain. Use the permutation combinations in the CRUD angle, exactly the way you did for TV remote control or a lift or an ATM machine. What will you test? Apply that same principle over here. Now, and I say send a text to group chat. That is also another combination, right? That's also possible. Now upload photo, correct? Start video call, right? Do voice chat. Each one is a test, right? If you take an instant messenger like Yahoo, MSN, right? Each one of these is a simple test. Now I'm going to say all these things are called positive conditions, right? That means we are creating this condition in the right way, in the right direction. There are something called negative conditions also. When you are writing DTP, when you are writing the test condition, you should do positive as well as negative. Now let me show you a negative condition, right? Create a duplicate contact, right? This is not normally expected, but you try to break the system. You add the contact, you try to add the contact once again, right? This is a negative condition, right? Now upload a photo that is animated GIF, assuming that that animated GIF is not allowed in uploading as a photo file. But you try to do it, right? In positive conditions, system must work. In negative condition, system, right? System must block you from doing wrong things. In positive conditions, system must work. So when you're writing test conditions, you need to apply this create, read, update, delete, and you should use both positive conditions and negative conditions. One other trick, if you have noticed the way I have written this, right? The simple way is start with a verb. Do this, do that. That kind of a way you should write. Upload photo, start, do, create, delete, send. It should be like an order. You are ordering another robo to do this kind of a test. This will it will look very simple. At the same time, it will convey the meaning, and you will not miss it, right? Some people will try to write, right? check if delete operation, right, works, right? Check if photo is uploaded. You don't have to write this long, and you don't have to write this check if. This is normally a tendency we see in junior people who try to use the word or the phrase check if. Remember, testing itself is checking if the system works or not. So don't try to use this word check if, right? And it is always better to write in an ordering tone, right? Don't write it in a pleasing tone, right? Ordering tone. Do this, do that, so that it looks simple. It conveys the meaning to the person who reads this document, right? So when you're trying to do a test condition, you have to apply create, read, update, and delete, that methodology. Most importantly, you should cover both positive and negative conditions. Now I'm going to do one more complication in this, right? Let me introduce another complication. Try to, right, apply an operation, right, change data, change user, right? Whenever you are trying to do this, an operation may be the same, but try to change the data, right? For example, I said upload photo, correct? Now I can do in different ways. I can upload a photo. This can be done in different ways. Upload a photo, BMP file, right? This is one combination. Upload photo, JPEG file, right? You are trying to change the data type here. Upload photo, GIF file, right? If the application says I will support all these, then you should try with different types. Operation is same, activity is same, right? Operation is same, but you are trying to change the data, right? Same way, when you are doing sending and receiving, right, there is another operation. Apart from CRUD, you should use send as well as receive, right? There are two portions. You send the data to contact, right? Now send an image to contact. Now I'm saying send text to contact B, right? I say contact A is sending that, right? Now send text to contact A, B sends, right? This is the reverse operation, right? Operation is same, sending the text, but the flow of data is in one direction, the flow of data is in other direction, correct? Now when we are doing the voice chat, you talk, other side hears, that side talks, you hear. So try to change the user, apply the same operation. Try to change the data, apply the same operation, right? Now let me take a simple example. One person is asking, what will I do it in test case ID, right? You can give an ID, unique ID like 1, 2, 3, something like that, right? And then you can just drag and drop over here. It will assign new ID. Some companies, they don't just need just the standard sequentially generated IDs. They will try to use something like a prefix, right? For example, upload photo, if that is treated as a separate functional module, right, then they will have some UP for 2 character or 3 character prefix, upload 001, upload 002, right? Then try to use this prefix for all the upload related test cases, right? Anything with respect to video chat, say video call 001, video call 002. This is called a naming convention of the test case ID, right? Some people will say create contact, right? Manage contact 001, manage contact 002, manage contact 003, right? Then text chat 001, text chat 002, right? Text chat 003, text chat 004. So depending upon the company's convention, some companies simply use sequential numbers. Many companies follow a 2 or 3 character acronym, a prefix, and then use a sequential number within that, so that by seeing the test case ID or say the test condition ID, I know, yeah, VC stands for video call, right? Okay, so this is with respect to video, this is with respect to file uploading, this is with respect to text chat, right? So try to use a 2 or 3 character prefix for the test condition IDs, and this ID must be unique within the project. And it is better to have simple sentences for test condition description. Someone is asking what is a test case. We are going to come to the test case in the next session, but test condition is half the battle. If you are able to cover the test conditions, it's a great thing. This shows the clarity within testing. Okay, one more thing I have to tell. Whenever you are doing testing, right, usually the create, update and delete, they are relatively simple, but apply one principle, right? Create one record, right? Create many records, right? Update one record, update many records. Same way, delete one record, delete many records. Always try to repeat the operations, right? Repetition of tests. This is very important because one time it may work, next time it may not work. So try to repeat. If you take an email, right, I can delete one mail, or I can check many mails and then delete. Correct? Same way, in many places, in file manager also, I can delete one file, I can delete multiple files. So apply this creation to one and many, update one and many, delete one and many. The read operation, right? Read operation is the biggest actually. Again, I can view one record, I can read one mail or view many records, correct? I can see many mails. Suppose you take a mailing agent like Outlook, and you can see open one mail and you can open multiple mails also. So always try to view one record, view many records. It should show the right thing. Another thing that you need to do is this read operation, right? In this read, there is something called sorting, right? For example, the same email or the same contact list in your address book, right? Sort based on phone, sort based on email, sort based on first name, right? Again, within sorting, you have got ascending and descending orders, right? Sorting is also a way of reading records and then seeing it on the UI. So try to test sorting operations also. There is another thing called searching, right? Searching is also known as filtering, right? Out of so many records, right? Filter, right? Filter, if you say search within the mails, right? You can say search mails which are coming from this particular person. Search mails which are having only attachment. Search mails which came to me in the CC list between these two dates. Of all the things, reading is the biggest operation. You try to do sorting, you try to do searching also. Whenever you are doing the read related testing, read one record, read multiple records. Try to search, see the screen. Try to sort, see the screen. If it is displaying correct, we are good. Else we have a problem, right? Also, there is another operation I already talked about, sending and receiving, right? One person from one end sends the data to another person in another end, and that person again sends back, right? You need to test that also, correct? So this is the first level of document that every tester writes. This is called detailed test plan. Reason is you are applying the thought what to test and you are documenting it, and it has got a lot of details information in that. If you have this, you can start testing, but there is one other step that is called a test case writing, which is the next step, right? The very first step is understand the specs. The next step is write master test plan, which is done by test managers. The third step is write detailed test plan, that is all testers and test leads, right? In essence, apply CRUD method, right? Remember these things. Apply CRUD method. This is very important. Apply positive and negative condition, right? Another major rule that for same operation, right, change data, change user, always do for one record, right, do for many records. Try to apply these four in your application. What will I do? What will I do in the positive way? What will I do in the negative way? Start writing one below the other that we wrote, right? Then for you may be getting like thousands of conditions like that. Yes, that is exactly what we want. Don't stop just at one or two. Think. Start writing it, but write it in simple way. Start with a verb, right? With that, I will stop this session. In this session, we covered DTP, detailed test plan, of which the basic rules are this. Ensure that you follow all these things all the time, every project. Thank you.